Side Creative will bless us. Today, I'm going to talk about lucid dreaming and a lucid dream I had last night. I was focused, and it was an amazing experience. And I see why a lot of people try to do it because it provides a lot of answers and a lot of wonders missing in each human being, in each individual. The more you learn how to do this, the more you will find out about yourself, the more you will be disciplined enough in the mind. Now, this video, I'm going to show a little bit before I talk about my lucid dream. All right, I'm just going to show as a little bit of referencing and explanation that remember, we're more than just physical human beings. We're a soul, and we have access to many different dimensions of realities. You remember, we are not bound initially. Like, purely, we are not bound by any reality. Our conscious is real. Our conscious is true. And any place that our conscious is at that time becomes a reality.
This is so crazy to me. There's actually scientific proof that humans are not physical beings, and that in fact, nothing in our universe is physical or solid. This is a picture of a quark. So, quantum physics tells us that everything is fundamentally made up of atoms. Everything in our universe is made up of atoms that are made up of electrons, neutrons, and protons. And protons and neutrons are made up of quarks, and electrons are made up of leptons. But what are quarks and leptons made of? They're made of nothing. Quarks and leptons are just pure energy. Quarks and leptons are fast moving points of pure energy. They're made up of literally nothing. They are nothing. So that means that at the fundamental core of the atom, and therefore at the fundamental core of everything in our universe, there is no material there. It's just pure energy. It's energy vortices. You are just energy vortices. Energy is only transformed. It's neither created nor destroyed. So this energy that is you and that is everything persists forever. It is immortal. So this means that you're not just a temporary flesh sack that lives for 80 years then dies forever. You are the same energy as everything in our universe. So this means that humans are purely eternal spiritual beings, and that the physicality and solidity of everything is just an illusion. You are an immortal divine being, and next time you feel alone, just know that you can't be alone because you literally are one with everything.
Okay, I just had to give you that, just a little of wisdom. You remember I told you that my guardian being of light showed me a device no bigger than this with everyone in the world on there. And it was these lines that connect, these lines that look like this, that was connected to everyone. And I was like, oh, we need each other. No matter if you hate them, if you despise them, you love them, whatever, we still need each other. It's a deeper, grand scale meaning towards it. Okay? So I'm going to talk right now about the fact that we are all energy, right? So if you train your conscious, you will be able to vividly be aware and lucid dream and all these different things. You will be able to visit other realms and see what it's about. So I practiced this last night, calming down the mind, focusing on relaxing, getting rid of all the worries and fears and doubts throughout the human day, clear my mind, relax my body, breathe. You could tell the ego wants to move around and shift and get up and scratch and do all these things, but no. Do it until I did it until I just went into sleep. All right. So it started off like this. I started running in the parking lot, this parking lot, and it was a building parking lot. And I was running from people. People started coming out the parking lot from both sides around cars and stuff, and they got to running me down. All right, so I was running down this long, stretched out parking lot. I'm looking in both sides, looking at these doors, and inside the doors, it has more and more space. So I'm running all the way down the aisles of the lot to a door, and it was the entrance door to a hospital, like a clinic. And the people stopped chasing me as I got inside, but it was a small section with stairs and an elevator, and a few people, maybe two or three people. So I didn't trust anyone because I got chased into the building. So I was kind of trying to play low key. I hurried up and quickly pressed the elevator knob and waited. And suddenly, while I was waiting, I gained my consciousness and became aware I was dreaming. I was like, okay, wow, I'm in a dream. This is a dream. I remembered that if you get too excited, you will slip back into a subconsciousness and lose your awareness again or either wake up. So I had to relax my mind and play it cool, even though I was extremely excited because here I am consciously in a different world, the astral realm, and I'm aware in this realm, you know, that I can possibly change and do all things imaginable. I'm just so excited. I'm like, I thought it was gonna just halt or come to a stop or freeze or turn into some sort of other nightmare or I'll just wake up. But when I got into the elevator, to my surprise, it had numbers because I was going to say this elevator is going to open. There's going to be some weird stuff happen. Like there's going to be no numbers in the elevator. I'm going to be stuck in there. Some sort of nightmarish thing going to come or some weird thing. And then I'm going to just wake up. But it didn't. The elevator, the dream persisted. The lucid dream persisted. It had numbers in the elevator, just like a regular elevator, but the number nine had a 3D effect, like it popped out to me to press it. It was out there in 3D. So I pressed the nine. It was like a hologram, like it was showing up like a 3D image versus the other numbers in the elevator. So I said to myself, I was like, why the ninth floor? Why should I have to press nine? You know? So yeah. So the elevator door opens and I get in, press nine, and then it goes up. And I'm real excited, but I had to like really keep my, composure. Like I said, the number nine stood out in 3D, so I pressed it. And I asked myself, so why number nine? And then I got off on the ninth floor and the door opened. And to my amazement, man, it was busy. It was a hospital. The receptionist was there. She was a Caucasian woman, and she was super busy. And as I got off the elevator and walked up looking around at people busy moving around, I was just in amazement. Like, I can't believe this is a dream, but the people in here, it's like a reality, And I would have thought it was my physical world reality if I wasn't conscious in it. So I'm amazed. Like, this world is still running and I'm a part of it. And I'm aware that I'm in a conscious state, but this is my reality now, a new reality. So the receptionist was there, and she was busy giving like instructions to the people walking around on what they were doing and stuff. She was kind of bossy. So I was looking, and then she looked at me and she tried to delegate some orders to me. She tried to get me to do things too in a hurry up kind of way. Like I said, she must have thought I worked there or something. So I told her, I'm in a dream, so I don't have to do anything. I shouldn't have did that, and I walked off and she just stopped. She had like a shock face on her with her mouth closed though. It's like three other people heard me and the ones who heard me stopped and they just zoned in on me and just they did nothing else but just stared at me as I walked off. So I moved away from them. I shifted away from them. I realized that I caused some sort of ripple in it in that realm. So I walked away, and I was like, man, I'm gonna be in an adventure. I'm gonna search through this whole area. Like, imagine being in a different dimension, knowing you're just a visitor to that realm, and you just walking around like this agent from another realm. You know what I mean? It's, man, it's so wonderful. It's fun. It's beautiful. It's full of adventure, and it's full of like the possibilities are endless to finding out your inner world of who you are. You know, in this search, it can it can get even deeper than that. So I walked away from there, and she looked at me like if I was an alien, like she never saw my kind before. But I realized the hospital, it resembled the hospital that I used to work at a few years ago in Chicago. So I knew that had some significance in the reason why that was the chosen construct of the dimension I was in. So upon that realization, I slipped back into subconsciousness from there. And the rest of the dream, I was in dream state. I lost that awareness I had of me being aware that I'm asleep in the dream. Now it came like a regular scene. I became one of its characters again. All right. But it was amazing to know you're in the astral world, the dream world, a lucid dream where anything is possible and being fully aware. It's amazing. Imagine if I stayed aware and not became the character. I would have explored my mental even further. I must now take this even more in depth, y'all. So I wrote down some tips. Tip one: concentrate on relaxing your mind and body. Breathing in and out deeply helped me to focus on relaxing them. You know, I did this until I slipped into consciousness. Like I was bored, but I fought it. I stayed with it until I actually slipped into the dream. Two, there will be a point in time where you suddenly, while you're in the dream, if you focus hard enough, there will be a point in time in your dream where you suddenly become aware you are in a dream world or astral planes. And you're going to say it to yourself, and then you're going to just look around like, oh my stars. Okay? Because anything is possible in that world. Three, I know you're going to be excited, but stay calm. Don't get too excited. You know, the thought of being aware in a dream state will excite you because of the unimaginable becoming possibilities, you know, endless adventure, being able to explore your inner world and construct it, truly discovering who you are and going far beyond the physical body limits and constructs of the material world. This is your inner world. You're a visitor, okay? And you can truly know thyself through these lucid dreams. We all have powers. The darkness desperately refrains mankind from knowing these things. But stay calm, or you will alert the mechanisms or dream state system. And either the people in your dream will stop talking to you and doing anything, and they will watch you and mark you like a hawk. Whoever notices you will just focus their attention on you, and you will be forced waking up, or like me, slip back into consciousness, thinking the dream is my actual physical reality again. And I fell back into character mode. Just be calm and don't over engage with anyone because they are good at picking up on any funny vibes. Just pretend to be a dream character and the flow will be normal. It was only able to be, I was only able to be consciously aware for, see, in dreams or astral world, time doesn't exist. 5 minutes there can be maybe 3 hours or more in the material world. So in the astral, I would say like it felt like a short amount of time, like a 5 or 7 minutes until I fell back into dream state. Like I was no longer aware it was a dream. Four, try to explore the depths of this inner world. Remember, you are a visitor. So don't act suspiciously and start asking a whole bunch of questions because like I said, they will become aware that you know. It is more about exploring your environment and uncovering meaning to what is going on there. It can be anyone, familiar or not. Even weird things happen, as in many dreams. But be cool, balance your excitement and all your emotions. It's almost like you're a secret agent on a mission there. So you got to blend in with the people, you know what I mean, and the environment. People will talk to you, some won't, and engage with you, but keep it brief and avoid too much attention. Five, enjoy yourself and dig deep because it is adventurous. It's amazing. Imagine if you can do all this at will. You will become more friendlier to people in the daytime. You'll be wonderful. You'll be happy, joyous. All right? You will become more, my friends. You will realize you are much more. Remember, God wanted us to expand. You are far more powerful in the spirit and mind than you can imagine. And these world government agencies, religious agencies, all these different institutions, educational systems, political government, all these things, they keep these powers away from you. They don't want you to know these things. They want you to focus on bringing their world into construct. They don't want you to go within, okay? You're much more powerful in the spirit and mind than you can imagine. And they notice. Your life will change. That hero that you always knew that you were will come out of you. All right? Because you have this beautiful thing. God gave us these visions and dreams and different powers, different spiritual and mental powers for reasons. We don't know about it. It's foreign to us. Now we look at it as negative things. Okay? So start knowing who you are, who you always were. All right? Start in the spiritual world, then in the astral world, which is the mind, and then the material world follows, where we act out these spiritual and mental realms physically. Remember, we're sovereign to every area of our lives. We are not just bound by the physical world. Okay? We are, we are civilians of all dimensions through the sovereignty of God. May the Most High Creator bless us.